It's daytime, it's hot, and we're doing a film about a CG monkey. And it's not about my life. G'day, it's Adam here again with another quick instant movie review for you. So, last night I caught Better Man. This is the 2024 biographical music drama about British pop singer Robbie Williams. It's been co-written and produced and directed by Michael Gracie, yes, the bloke that directed The Greatest Showman. Now, the interesting thing about this is that Robbie Williams is portrayed as a chimpanzee with CGI, and that is performed by Jono Davis, who used motion capture, but the voice is Robbie Williams and Jono Davis. You've also got Steve Pemberton, who plays Peter Williams, Robbie Williams' dad, Alison Steadman, who plays his nan, and lots of Aussies in this as well. Eric A. Wilson did the cinematography on this one. Robbie Williams, of course, wrote all the songs. So, what's this like? Well, biopics. It depends where you sit on those. And I suppose the most recent slew of biopics, you could start with Walk the Line. You could look at everything that's been done via after that, which seems to have revealed itself through the Dewey Cox story. Which absolutely just puts all of the biopic traits on display. Now, this film, it's interesting because we have this character, Robbie Williams, who is an absolute self-flagellizer. He is a guy that doesn't mind saying that he is a twat. He doesn't mind saying that he has been called many words and many names, and they're all probably true. But he does try and humanize his story in this biopic by putting himself out there as a CGI chimpanzee. An interesting strategy, and one that definitely should not work. However, it does. So the reason why is that, I think for a long time, Robbie Williams was saying that he felt like he was just a manufactured dancing chimp, up on the stage, dance monkey dance. And that's what sort of led him to thinking about how he'd like to be portrayed in this film. And I think it's actually a really smart way of doing it. We haven't got a look-alike. We're not trying to go down the line of a Bohemian Rhapsody where we're trying to find someone who looks a little bit like Freddie Mercury, although I don't think they achieved that, or going down the, the line of Rocket Man where, you've got Taron Egerton, who put in an amazing performance as Elton John in that film. But, again, trying to find those mannerisms and trying to go down that line. Obviously, a complete unknown. We've got Timmy Chalamet, so everyone's having a crack at it. And it's interesting that Robbie Williams is going to stand out from the crowd because he's not going to get anyone to play him. It's probably a little bit self-serving in the fact that no one else can be me except for a CG monkey. I think is huge testament to Robbie Williams and his ego, that he feels that no one else can play him except if it's CG. Look, down to it all, this film shouldn't work for me. We've got Robbie Williams that I like, but I'm not a massive fan. We've got a CG monkey that straight away I go, your main protagonist is going to be CG. I've kind of got my feelings about that at the moment. I don't know how I'm going to feel about it. And you've also got the director of The Greatest Showman, one film that I absolutely hate. And I know I shouldn't, but I just don't feel like the songs work for that. It's not so much down to the direction, it's just the feeling that I just hated the fact that, that every moment someone was going to sing, I rolled my eyes because I knew what sort of song it was going to be. So, and I know I might be in the minority, but that's how I feel about The Greatest Showman. But so there's a lot of things that shouldn't work in this. However, the thing with this is it captures you and you forget about the CG monkey very quickly. It kind of just blends in because everything in this film is hyperactive and is a hyper reality going on in it, which serves really well, because there is a lot of crazy dream sequency type of stuff going on and a lot of distorted reality, and there's a lot of stuff in this that just shouldn't happen. But that's what happens in musicals, right? There's stuff in it that just shouldn't happen. So why not have a CG monkey? The interaction with others is great. It does actually feel like you're looking at a human. And the other reason why is because we've got Robbie Williams' eyes. The songs are great. The music's great. I mean, it's really clever how they've done it. They've kind of taken a little bit of a page out of, I think, more Rocket Man. This is closer to Rocket Man than a Bohemian Rhapsody. That we've got the songs that kind of blend into the mood of what's going on. Feel is put in there as an emotion, and it's sung by a young Robbie, so obviously not chronological at all. We've got Take That singing Rock DJ, which is, again, completely not chronological, but it all kind of works. There is some phenomenal dance sequences in this. The Rock DJ dance sequence is really, really great. There's so many great sequences in this. The Let Me Entertain You sequence towards the back end of the picture is pretty full on. It's very violent, but but it also serves a purpose and a reason why. All the support cast are great. There's no one there that really doesn't stand out. Everyone, and to single people out, I think would be a disservice to the entire ensemble, because everyone does a really great job. There's not one person that doesn't. As I mentioned, great Australian cast in this, as well as mixed with international performers. Mainly shot on the Docklands in Melbourne, which is fantastic. So Vic Screen gets a big heads up in this production. And this just feels like the right way to present Robbie Williams' story. And so I'm loved it, actually. I thought it was really, really well executed. And we've had lots of musicals over the past year or so, and for me, this kind of is almost a hands down winner. I think it's great. I mean, Wicked was good. I mean, great singing, really well directed. John M. Chu did a great job, but this just has something different. It has a kind of a spark to it, that and it was a really clever way of telling the story. So if you get a chance, I highly recommend you see this on the biggest screen possible. I say that a lot, but I think for a film of this scope and size and color and magic, and the monkey looks amazing, you really need to see it somewhere with massive screen, big sound, and go and catch Better Man, because I really enjoyed it. I really did. I'd give Better Man an 8 out of 10. I can't think of any massive faults with this film, except for the fact that it might be a little bit confronting. But if you know Robbie Williams' story, this is not a kid's film. It's MA, so there is, there's a lot of drug use, there's violence, so be prepared for that. There's a lot of swearing, so the monkey swears a lot. But yeah, I really, really enjoyed it. So go and catch Better Man. That's it for me for today. Weird. But for you, is there a biopic that really surprised you? Was there something that you went, oh God, what? Hang on, whoa! I did not think I was going to enjoy this at all. Let me know, because this one I didn't really think I was going to enjoy. So for me, it's Better Man. But maybe you've got a different one. Maybe it's the Dewey Cox story. I don't know. But anyway, let me know. And between now and then, don't melt in your car like I am right now. I'll catch you next time here in my vehicle.